Hi guys, I just wanted to run through this one really quickly. I've been meaning to do this for a while. You might remember that I picked up a bunch of Thor comics recently. I've since got rid, but before I did, I took some pictures of things like this Tron advert. Because I find this a really fascinating glimpse into the sort of stuff that we now try and get hold of as collectibles. Because these are all adverts from the early 80s in American comics. And some things we know, some things we don't know. Secret Wars there. We had a UK version of that reprinted. Masters of the Universe video game. You know, these are all things that we may or may not have got in the UK actually. Lots of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I only ever saw adverts for this stuff in the American comics, but Micronauts I now know. I wouldn't have known back then. Last Starfighter, love that film of course. I don't think I've got it on Blu-ray yet. I keep meaning to get that. Bit of Muppet action there. Love the Muppets films actually. They were a big part of my childhood. Buckaroo Banzai I've only seen relatively recently. Completely odd film. Trans Bots look familiar? Yeah. I think they look very familiar. More Dungeons and Dragons. What have we got next? Marvel Superheroes If You're Game Enough. Reminds me of a sticker album I had. Star Wars Jedi Arena video game cartridge. Parker Brothers. G.I. Joe, which of course in the UK we know as Action Force more so. Metal Gear. Now, I wouldn't know what Metal Gear was at the time, but I remember this advert popping up in a lot of American comics. We've got in there, is that Double Dragon at the top there? Yeah. Buck Rogers game, Welcome to the 25th Century. TSR were big, of course. Transformers on video cassette, kids. Comic books for sale. Now, again, ugly balls, like Mad Balls, I guess. And, you know, I know of them now, but Airwolf, of course, with the real engine-powered model helicopter there, which I think I've seen since. I think I saw that one at Doncaster, actually. A bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action going on there. Double Dragon again, full page spread. LCD video game. Sleaze Brothers, I had some of their comics, still do. Laser Tag, picked a set of that up recently to do a video on, so you can find that on my channel. The Galaxy Rangers, do you remember the Galaxy Rangers? People in the UK probably won't, but I have seen it. And Robotech, this is actually the advert I was more or less looking for, because that was one of the things that first clued me into its existence. And that I had as a joystick for my Amiga back in the day. Quickshot joysticks, had those as well for the Amiga. Bubble Bobble, wow. They had that in the arcades, didn't they? Operation Wolf, another classic arcade one that killed my fingers. That is Captain Power, which was a fascinating cartoon. Well, it wasn't even cartoon, it was real action. Captain Power it was live action JMS, J. Michael Straczynski series, but they linked it into a game. So you shot at the screen. Brilliant. Red October, Double Dragon again. Lots and lots of Double Dragon stuff, of course. Very popular at the time. And those look like, yeah, those are GoBots. GoBot advert. Morpho Droids. Anyone? I leave that one up to you. That was an advert for Marvel's own New Universe comic line there. And finally, this one is one for Mask, although I can't see it on my screen. Just a really quick one, guys, because I'm going to London tomorrow, so I'm pushed for time. Cheers for now.